Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. So today I have a total throwback review to share with you. And in all of my time reviewing candles on my channel, I have never technically reviewed my favorite candle of all time. I've talked about it a lot, but I've never done a formal review on it. So here we are. It's a little late because obviously you can no longer get this scent, but I figured it might be kind of like a fun, like, stroll down memory lane, and, you know, hopefully I'm gonna put a plea out to Bath and Body Works that they choose to re-release this candle. But obviously it's Raspberry Peach Macaron from Bath and Body Works. This was released in the spring of 2013, I believe. So it was a while ago. And as soon as it was released, it became one of my instant favorites. This is a candle that either people loved it or they hated it. I smelled it and fell in love with it and just literally bought as many as I could get my hands on. Each time that they had I think back then they were still 2 for $22. Were they 2 for $22? I can't remember, 2013. I have a terrible memory, you guys. Anyway, they were cheaper than what they are now. And every time they had a sale, I would go and I would pick up, you know, several. I think this was also when they were still doing the survey coupons at the bottom of the receipts. So I have quite a stash of these little bad boys, and I'm usually burning 1 or 2 a year, and I'm still set for a few more years. But I wanted to go ahead and put this review out because I know that so many of you love this fragrance as well. Some of you hated it, but the people that love it are like diehards for it. So it's not without its problems in terms of the burn of this candle. And if they do ever re-release this fragrance, I hope that they address the burn issues. But I mean, who knows? Bath and Body Works really is kind of hit and miss with their candles these days. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the fragrance description. So I'm gonna read what it says on the bottom of the candle here, and then I'll tell you what I really get from it. So the ultimate French cookie is celebrated in a unique blend of ripe raspberries, juicy peach, and almond cream. So for me, this definitely has the raspberry note, but it's more of like a candied raspberry note. I don't really get much peach, but I do get that almond note and a definite creaminess. I don't know that I would call it almond cream because to me, almond cream is a very specific scent. This smells more like straight up almond with like a creamy, like almost like buttercream type note to it. And when it's burning, a lot of people have said that they kind of got like a sour milk or sour yogurt type note in this. I can see where people would think that because there is something that is slightly different about this when you burn it versus smelling it on cold sniff. And it's hard to like place exactly where it's coming from. It's not offensive to my nose. I really like it. Maybe it is that like buttercream, like milky buttercream type note that I get from this. I happen to like it, so, you know, I don't mind it, but I think that might be where people are getting that sour note from. So to me, it's a pretty basic fragrance. It's not super complex, but it's sweet, it's girly, it's kind of fruity, it's fun. It's a great spring and summer candle, and I'm honestly really shocked that they've never chosen to re-release it. Every time that Bath and Body Works has come out with like a supposed dupe of this, it has never been an actual dupe. So the latest, which is Strawberry Cupcake, I smelled that in store. That I really don't think it's comparable to this at all, at least on cold sniff. I haven't purchased that one, but you know, I may grab one just to see what it smells like burning, but I've heard that it's pretty light. So to my knowledge, no repackages of this one have come out, and obviously don't know if they are planning on ever doing anymore. But anyway, I obviously, here I am like talking about it like it's my baby. I love this candle, you guys. I really wish they would bring it back. In terms of the burn though, this has really thick wicks. This particular collection, for whatever reason, came with like these tree stump wicks that burn really, really hot. And the problem with that is that not only do they burn really hot, but they make the candle burn a lot faster too. So the wax dissipates much more quickly. And then there is like a sootiness that starts to deposit in the wax once you get to the halfway point of the candle, and it changes the fragrance. So usually with these raspberry peach macarons, I will burn the first half, and then the second half I will put on a candle warmer to warm it, because when I warm the wax, it doesn't have that same burn note as when I light it with, you know, with a lighter. Duh. There's a definite difference. So I'm able to get fragrance out of the last half of the candle, but I have to adjust the way that I use the candle. So I go from burning to melting. That's fine by me because I like the fragrance so much, but it is a definite performance issue. And I know that a lot of candles recently have also been the same way. The wax starts to turn just this kind of ugly gray color, and it takes on a fragrance that is nothing like the actual like way that the candle started out. So if this is repackaged at some point, I hope that they use different wicks and address that issue, because I think the wicks are what is causing a lot of the issues within the candle. So some wicks that they have are really thin, some are really thick, some have the metal core in them and some do not. Don't quite understand what their reasoning is for it. I mean, I know it has to do with like, you know, the different fragrance oils and, you know, different like points at which, you know, heat points at which the fragrances smell the best. But I kind of think that they're just choosing the wicks at random, because they're ruining some of like the really good candles by choosing the wrong wicks for them, but whatever. Anyway, so Sweet Shop collection, I wish that they would come out with it again, but I'm not sure that that's gonna be the case anytime soon. So Bath & Body Works, if you're listening, please, please, please. Overall, 2 thumbs up for me. I'm glad I have the backups that I have, and once I do eventually run out, I'm gonna be pretty bummed, because this has become a staple for me ever since this collection has come out, to burn a couple of them during the spring and summer, and I'll definitely miss it once it's all gone. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts were about this candle down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.